So the question relates to the actual field work as Mr. Adamaz Kulibali is into these days. He says that the Sharia allows us to reduce the prayers if we're if we're traveling.
Voyage.
Yes, en voyage. Yes. He said, but we find it that many a time we're en voyage for 25 days in the month. So we're traveling around the country, not stopping in any place for more than a day or two, and maybe we'll spend just 5 days at the mission. So is it permissible for us to continue reducing the prayers while we're on such a trip for the tabligh or talbiyah or not?
You see, it all depends on your posting. If your posting is on a travel business, then you can't reduce your prayers during your travels, because they are part of your profession. But if your posting is that of a Muslim, you may or may not travel. You may travel on certain missions, you may not travel otherwise in the same month. Then it's a different question altogether. The fact is, this reduction by Allah is related to many factors. Some of them is shortage of time. Some of them are the discomfort which is attached to the voyage. Right? Now, if these things have changed by your posting in an area where you move on from place to place, then you may not do the Qasar at all. But if they remain the same as they ever were, if the discomfort of the journey and the travel day in and day out is with you throughout, you suffer from it continuously, then why should you cease to say Qasar at all? See? So read the Quran with attention and you will find that Hadith Muslim has explained things in just the right manner. Hadith Muslim says it's Allah who grants His mercy upon you, who wants you to benefit from that mercy. If you refuse to benefit from that mercy, you will not be pleasing God. You'll be playing God. You can't please God forcibly. So do it as Allah wants. But if you feel that you have more time for prayer, then you can add more number of nawafil doing such journeys. There are times when Hazrat Muslim remained uncertain during a lawsuit against him at Gurdaspur. He did not know when it will finish. He remained there about 6 months in the same state of uncertainty, and he continued to say his prayer in Qasar. But when you know that your time, the place where you are visiting, you will stay there for more than 14 days, you will continue to say 4 times full prayers without Qasar, because your knowledge is that you've gone there to stay put for at least 2 weeks. So if you are certain that you are staying for 2 weeks, even if you leave within 3 days, the prayer will not be Qasar. But if your intention is to stay somewhere for 3 or 4 days, even if you extend it to a full month, the prayer will be Qasar. So these are minor details, but you should, as a Muslim, keep all these in mind. So not minute details, not minor, but as a Muslim, you should keep them in your mind. Sometimes people who do Qasr over much, they feel a bit satiated with it. They want to change. So when they reach home, they feel at rest, because then they start saying prayers full time. My advice to them is that there is no harm whatsoever in appointing an imam who is local and to say your prayer behind that imam. In that way, you will be able to without disregard to Allah's mercy, you will be able to say full praise as well.